Today is August August 31st, and I'm wearing a jacket outside, which I should not be. It's cold inside, but it's hot outside. Today, today I realized that uh, now that I'm using the stop loss, something is telling me to maximize the stop losses. I had no idea when I started onto this adventure that I would be looking at these things, because if I if I am on a plane traveling uh, 500 miles an hour, 500 miles an hour, 30,000 feet above sea level, okay, and there's a forest, okay, that's the forest. There's a forest. When I look at the forest, initially, the first time I go, it's just a clump of green. That's the first recognition. The first recognition of the stock market is it's the market. That's all I see. There's nothing else that I see. But as I look at the equation such as y open paren t close paren is equal to x dy dx dy over dx plus 1. Okay, I look at that, I'm going, what the heck is that? Then I'm looking at it, and that's calculus. When I look at that, I don't know what that is. Okay. It's hard for me to describe now because I've been out of the college for a while, but that's what it means. But if I were to look into the book and I discover it, I begin to understand what that means. Okay, so it would be like so the equation will be slightly different, but that's how things works. And then I realized today why professionals, day traders, wait. Why do they wait? They look for a critical point where they enter. Okay? They look for critical, and then when they recognize it, then the cost of doing the business or the stop loss is smaller. Okay? It really is. Because either you're right or you're wrong. And then if it's wrong, it's just gonna just kick you out anyway. Why make the stop loss big when you can make your stop loss small? Okay? Make the stop loss small as possible. And when you make the stop loss small as possible, it means being at a point in a juncture where you're able to make the decisions as quickly as possible. And I liken this to, I had this similarity analogy yesterday while I was washing dishes. It's so perfect. It's like it's trying to figure out exactly at the precise moment when something is known and taking action when that precise known thing occurs at that moment. Let's say I see a semi and it's swerving about 300 feet away. When it's swerving 300 feet away, I can make a decision to veer off and stay away from it because possibly that individual might be drunk or something, right? And when I'm moving in that direction, the person could possibly be doing something with it. The other is when I hear a slight sound of a siren in front of me or back of me or side of me, then I look. When I recognize that there is an ambulance far away, then I decide to move to the side and pull over. That is the onset. I'm just. This is so fascinating, and the reason I say it's fascinating is because, let's say, a price reaches a support. Okay, a price reaches a support. That means that the stock has dipped, and also the VIX is exhibiting a tendency to move up. Okay, okay. Actually, it is about to inflection. Okay, move in a different direction. And the QQQ is also showing signs that it wants to move in the other direction or a move in an upward trajectory. And the support is supported by a deep retracement that occurred prior to. Looking back in the chart, I see that there is a trend line that is a very, very strong trend line, which means there's a high probability that there is a strong buying that's occurring, and that buying could still continue. That means that the stock has a propensity to move up at that moment, which means that it is at the point of apex where the transition occurs, which means that if I were to enter at that moment, precisely known, taking a chance that there is a probability that it could continue going in that direction, and therefore I place a stop loss. Very tight stop loss. That means that I can see where it's going to move with a very tight stop loss. When that stop loss is hit, that means that my thesis is incorrect. It's going to keep going down, 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 down. But if my thesis is correct, generally speaking, with the confluences that are supporting the idea, then it's going to move up. Therefore, I minimize my stop loss drawdown and maximize my gains.